to another video, and it feels like a while since I said that, and that's because we weren't in action last week, as it was the FA Cup first round, which we didn't qualify for. Our opponents today, Bromley, did, and they got beaten by Peterborough despite going 1-0 up, and they did get Raymond sent off, so he might, I think that carries on over into this game. Selection wise, I think we'll have a full strength team a full squad to select, with the return of Joe Widdowson from suspension and injury, and Delacobe will probably be recovered from injury now, but I don't think he will be in the team. This could be a potential very tough game, potentially. You seen last season, Bromley one of the few teams that did do the double over us, which they will take massive confidence going into this game, despite that being last season, despite everything, you know, changing since then. They will take a lot of confidence, and if I remember, they were a decent-ish side. They didn't play particularly great football, but you know, they got the job done, and for them, obviously, that's all that matters. So it could be a tough game. We are playing in the new fourth kit today, which I mean is going to be great. We didn't play last weekend on Remembrance Weekend, so we've carried it over into this weekend. We're playing in the special fourth kit in remembrance to, well, obviously everybody in services that have fought and died, and also to remember the Orient players and staff that did go out to fight and were the first club to fight in the First World War. So I mean, there's a lot of history behind today, and I think today's going to be a special day, so hopefully we can top it off with a win. My score prediction is going to be 3-1 Orient, so let's get down to Risbon Road, up the O's.
Let's go in the ground. Bromley Fulham.
Of the Middlesex Regiment in the First World War, and the three guys that were lost in action: Richard McFadden, William Jonas and George Scott. Please stand, and after the playing of the last post, join us in observing 1 minute silence, which will end on the referee's whistle.
Bromley, not much in this game in a minute. We're getting on top, and there's been quite a good battle. I mean, you know, it's really scrappy, as you'd imagine. Set piece to concede from half time. Well, it was a complete dive anyway, but right on half time is just such a crap time to concede. Pateta going off injured, Dan Happy coming on. Not good that, because Pateta, as everyone knows, is probably our best player. 4 minutes. minutes added on for the first half, quite a long time. It's been a pretty poor performance by us. Half time 1-0 Bromley, and to be honest, they deserve it because, yeah, probably actually been the worst performance I've seen so far. Worse than Sutton. Get Brophy on for Leyton at half time because we need to change something because it has been awful, really. You know, the only way I can say this is we have been utter shit. Come on, boys! Need a much better performance.
By the way of winning this game.
Really hard to try and break them down at the minute.
We don't need to panic just
Come on, forwards. That's it, go into the space, That's it, exactly. Go on. Come on. Poor ball in the box now. Go on, Leyton. Get a little bit better. At least we have to knock it up. Jumping, knocking it up.
bottom right.
Come on, please. Yes! 2-1. What a goal from Koroma. Come on. Fighting their own fans. Mugs. And Porter's being booked. Porter's being booked as well. Come on, shoot. That free kick earlier was brilliant, but yeah, he'll put it in the box, I'm sure. Yes? Oh. Oh, go on. Hit it. Oh, not there. No. Yes. That was poor. That was really poor.
Good chance for that. Take him out.
Gorman off for Brophy. Good sub. Gorman was playing quite poor. What was that threat, mate? It's really a massive impact in the final third. Probably game on now. Come on, score. Porter will score. Leyton going off. James Villarba coming on for the last couple of minutes to see the game out. Put himself about. Who knows? He might get understood. Leyton played well. As the game went on, he got a lot better. 4 minutes added on. Who's the man of the match then? Yeah, Koroma deserves it. Well done, Josh. Top league, so we are top of the league. 3-1 win after 1-0 down at half time. That is a fantastic second half performance. We've done everyone proud, and that kit as well. A brilliant day at the office. And that is why I love this place. Score. Porter will score. Come on. What a free kick by that man. Well oh, look, Porter's crying. His managers are. Oh, he's crying.
So as you can see, I'm obviously back now, and when I last spoke to you at half time, in terms of how the game was going, you know, I'm sat here now with a massive smile on my face. Obviously, you can see what's happened in the second half. It's just a complete contrast to the first half, and it's strange because in the first half we played, you know, probably the worst football that I've seen us play. It's definitely up there with the Sutton game. I think in the first half we got dragged into their game plan of just you know, being scrappy and getting wound up. I think their players got to us and wound us up, which I think was their game plan, try and wind us up, get us frustrated, get us to kick out, make us lose our heads and not play football. And to be honest, in the first half it worked, because we did get sucked into that game plan. And if, you know, you're going to be honest, Bromley probably deserved to be ahead going into the break, which is annoying to say, because, you know, you always feel like, in a game like that, you know, we always knew that we had a lot more to give them what we did in that first half. So it was disappointing to be 1-0 down, although we deserved it at the end of the day. The second half was an absolute contrast, like I say, to the first half. It was so much better. I wouldn't necessarily say we played our best football or some of our best football, but we had really good patches in the game. And I think, you know, last season, this is a kind of game that we'd have gone on to lose more, you know, than one goal after being a goal down at half time. You know, we'd never come back and turn it around and win 3-1 like we did, like under Steve Davis. That wouldn't have happened, which is a credit to Justin Edinburgh as well, and how he's got the team playing. And, you know, today it was an occasion as well that had, you know, I mean, a meaning behind it, in terms of playing in that lovely kit, as you've seen on the video, which is going to be the only time we do play in that kit, and you know, playing for those for the players, the free players and the staff and everybody that went to fight in the war. You know, the free players have died, and that kit, you know, there's a lot of history behind it, and so to turn it around was great, especially on an occasion like this. But, you know, when McAnuff's free kick went in, like, that was, I mean, a worldy free kick, as you can see, but that was a turning point as well, because it was like I felt like it was really hard to break them down, and you couldn't really see us doing it, and we needed something like that to actually finally open it up a bit, and from that point, you know, the game opened up a lot, and we scored another. For 3 minutes later, it was a brilliantly taken goal by Karoma. Unfortunately for Josh and for you lot, I didn't get this goal on camera this time, genuinely, because I didn't think, you know, he would, you know, end up scoring that, because I didn't think he would take it that well, but he took it absolutely fantastically. And, you know, the boy just keeps on getting better. He's a fantastic talent that is going to have a career in the game a lot higher up, but the great part about him, it was him going up to celebrating George Porter's face, and in the end George Porter was the one that was booked. And maybe for some people that don't necessarily know why we don't like George Porter, you know, that are neutrals that watch my videos, and I know there's a lot of people that do. I probably touched on it in last season's vlogs against Bromley, but I'll touch on it again. So George Porter played for us. He left for Burnley when he was a bit young, and slagged us off massively, like horrendously slagged us off. Went to Burnley, thought he was a bit of a big time Charlie. He then got released, went down the leagues. He's ended up at Bromley when he thought he was this special player. And he constantly argues and slags our fans off on Twitter, and gives it to us during the games. Like today, you know, he was giving it when they scored, and he done it last time when they beat us twice as well. And yeah, he's just a bit of a mug, really. So that's why, for those that don't know. But yeah, that was good to see Josh celebrate in front of him. And then, you know, the third was a bit of a spill from their keeper, a little bit of a gift, nothing more than we deserved. And, you know, Macaulay Vaughan tucked it away. He's never going to miss from, you know, 6 yards out. So, I mean, this kind of game in that, like, second half is where you need to step up, because, like I say, it could have potentially been a tough game, like, before the game, and it was for the first half, and then we made it a lot easier for ourselves in the second half, and we found a way to win, you know, and that's why it's so important. We do go up to the top of the league, a point in front of Salford, a massive, massive game next week away at Wrexham. They are third and only like 2 points off us, so it is an absolutely huge game, and I'm not sure whether I'll be going to that or not yet, because my dad's work, he goes up to Scotland, so he couldn't come down and then go up to Wrexham. He'd go down and then stay in Wrexham, and obviously my dad's the only way I can get there, and he works with my uncle as well, so there wouldn't even be enough space in the van. So we'll have to see. I'll be absolutely gutted if I miss that game, because that is the one fixture that I just look for at the start of the season. The Wrexham away that I want to go, especially now. This is probably our biggest game in years as well, really, in terms of the positions in the league and what it could mean. But yeah, today was a good second half performance, and we really deserved to go on and win the game based on that second half performance and the professionalism we showed. So yeah, that is it for this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. You know, I mean, I really hope to see you in front of the camera at Wrexham away next week. Up the O's.